and don't wait till it happen to you now. It will not make sense. Share and it's not because you wanted, you know what I mean?
How the family will feel now.
It's sad.
Nobody can imagine.
You don't want to know the full story.
When you lose somebody, even simply losing somebody from sickness or anything is paining. And we thought those Azu, headache and everything they went through, and she still died.
Yes.
It's another pain entirely. Nobody can know how they're feeling. But my prayers to everyone in the family is that God will continue to support them and give them the strength they need at this moment.
Amen.
There is nothing that we can do, we can say
to bring
that
can
give them
nothing.
That strength. Yes. We only pray for God to give them that strength they need now. Because when something is a shock, that's another thing. Stress and depression can set in, and how many can we talk about?
I mean, excuse me, ma. You know that the problem, the part of the problem that people are not talking about enough about the insecurity in Nigeria is that
they don't even talk about it.
Yeah, is that the families?
Mainstream media doesn't even talk about it.
Yeah, I even wanted to say, ma. I wanted to say the part that people don't talk more about, or they don't even talk about, is that the families of the victims. When we read the news that people get kidnapped, people get killed. Nobody talks about the trauma the family have to deal with. Nobody. Everyone just move on and say, they killed 20 people. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh, they kidnapped 10 people. They have paid ransom and they have released them. Nobody talks about them anyway. Just say, thank God. Let's thank God.
Imagine. Nobody even pay a visit to them and say,
how is it going? How is it? How are you coping?
You wouldn't even know.
That's Nigeria, man.
It's a serious situation. God will continue to give them the strength. That's the only thing.
I mean, at least we can always send prayers and then, love, good wishes and all that. And, I am planning to send people to go and see them, by the way. Good enough. We have about 3 of us currently in Nigeria.
Not the number. I would like to start you in wherever way, small way I can help them because they need therapy.
I know. I mean, like you said, money can bring her back, and money can replace all their losses. So I am planning to actually use the opportunity of some of our people who are home now. They are at home, and good enough as Yoruba Union is they are meeting as well, right? So somehow we could use them as a powerful delegation. Their princess will lead them to and see the family and all of that. Just it's not about money. Sometimes just let them see that we care in a way.
From somewhere, at least to know that somebody care, people care about
we do
them.
care, because we do. We really do. Yes. And we wish this never happened.
We really do. We really do.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm so sorry for them. God will continue to feel wherever they are feeling their pain, to fill the place up for them.
Amen to that.
And so there is another program, there is another picture
point you want to make. Okay, go on,
earlier.
Right.
As to the NHA,
NHA, that pastor,
yeah. Is church not Dunamis?
Exactly, Dunamis.
If I can recollect vividly, that was the church they arrested. Inside that church, they arrested 5
Revolution Now members. Yeah. They said because they are putting out t-shirt that says Revolution Now.
Yeah.
That they can't wear that to the church. And they called the police on them. They locked them up for days.
That same t-shirt was worn to mosque.
They won the same to the mosque, and nobody really cared. They just did their thing and left.
Nobody did anything. So sure ni abonjaje.
O ṣì ń jàjẹ́ ni mà.
Àwọn wo náà èdè wọn débẹ̀. Àwọn wo náà ń gbàdúrà fún wọn débẹ̀. Àwọn wo ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ẹ̀yìn ó fẹ́ sọ fún mi pé òun ò ní àwọn tí òun gbé dé lára àwọn tó ń gbé tó débi tó dé yẹn. Òun ò ní àwọn tí wọ́n ń báàkì òun náà ní ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì nílé ẹ̀ ní gbogbo ibi tó ń lọ ní everywhere. Oṣooṣù ní wọn ni àbúṣe ń já wọn jẹ. Nígbà tí nǹkan yẹn bá di wípé
tó bá ti wá ń bù wọ́n jẹ tó ti ń bù wọ́n jẹ tó ti ń wọra lóòótọ́ ló ó dàbọ̀ tí ń bù wọ́n jẹ ni mà ó ti ń bù wọ́n jẹ. That's why they are now like having to wọ́n fẹ́ keep ẹ̀ mọ́.
Tábà mú ọwọ́ ìjọba táwọn ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ẹ̀yẹn kúrò àwọn olótú náà sì sí wọn. tó tún torí àwọn èèyàn bọ abẹ́lé lórílẹ̀‐èdè yẹn.
Bàbá evangelist
we continue to talk about èèyàn Ọlọ́run ni ẹ má jà tẹ lọ́run látara wọn ẹ má jà wọn ẹ wo ibi tó sì wá dé.
Rí pé wọ́n ti excuse me rí pé wọ́n ti ń connect crime. Wọ́n ti ń compare crime pẹ̀lú sin o lójú ayé wa o.
Yeah.
Crime and sin. Wọ́n ti ń compare wọn papọ̀ so that you can play it and say but ṣebí only God dey punish for sin. No, it's not you. If they commit any crime, leave them. And let God punish them. They are sin. But that's how they do it. That's how they do it. Brain. Before you know it, accept it. She gets in. Can you believe that? Excuse me. You believe it in your lifetime when APC don't party in 2015 in your lifetime she ever believe pé ẹ máa witness clotting pé bí táwọn kan ti máa defend the pardoning repentant terrorists. Ṣẹ́yìn ever believe pé ẹ lè witness ìjọ tó máa ní kẹ́ choose between your land and your life. Ṣé ẹ lè believe ẹ lè imagine 7 years ago pé one day wọ́n máa ní kẹ́ choose between your land or your life nínú Nàìjíríà yẹn. Ó ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ already now, it's happening.
And many are in agony. People cannot even talk. There are some people the way you see little kids on the street. Ẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run abẹ́ pé
ó yẹ kó break out.
Kì í ṣe ìlú táwa ti dàgbà ní, kì í ṣe ìlú tó ti tọ́ wa ní, kì í ṣe ìlú tó jẹ́ pé tó bá lọ títì tó bá rọmọ lọ́mọ tó bá san nídìí pé kúrò ń bẹ̀ yẹn. Ìyá ò ní bí ẹ.
Ìyá máa ní kí ló ṣe mà nǹkan báyìí ni mo rí tó ṣe o ìyá àtúkò bọ̀ òye tó bá yẹ pé lóòótọ́ ló ṣe nǹkan yẹn àtúkò mọ́ ń bẹ̀ pé ẹ ṣe jàre mà ẹ ṣe mà ọ̀ gbogbo ẹ̀ náà akónisí tàbí ọmọ ọjọ́ mẹ́jọ ni o kì í ṣe pé àkókò kọ́ wọn o àwọ̀ wọlé lójú yín nìbọn ń sìn.
Ó ti yàtọ̀ ó ti tó yàtọ̀ àwọn tó dé bá gbogbo ayé náà jẹ́ wọ́n wá fẹ́ máa sọ wá di ìríra àtúwá di ìríra káàkiri gbogbo orílẹ̀-èdè tá a pínra wá sí àdìríra. So in nutshell,
ní pé torí a jẹ́ àwa láti ìlú tó pé Nàìjíríà.
Bó ṣe sọ orílẹ̀-èdè yẹn dé. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni Ọlọ́run tí wọ́n fi orúkọ ẹ̀ pé tí wọ́n fi ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀. Ṣebí during COVID ṣebí kan lóun ra private jet mẹ́ta.
Àwọn èèyàn
wọ́n dẹ̀ rí nọ́ṣọ́.
Súlé Òtòbò nìyẹn.
Wọ́n dẹ̀ rí nọ́ṣọ́.
Apostle Súlé Òtòbò.
Àwọn èèyàn wọ́n ń jẹ.
Ó tún ní nǹkan miracle money mọ̀ kọ́ mà ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé another call right èmi àti we can banter like this for so long and factual banter ló máa ń pè right the guy said that pé òun tún ṣe miracle money you know what I mean wọ́n lè ní kówó dé account yín l'Amẹ́ríkà tẹ̀wá yẹn or ní Canada tẹ̀wá yẹn or anywhere tẹ̀wá ó yàn débẹ̀ sínsìn like are these guys for real.
nílé irọ́.
Lórí irọ́.
Wọn ò dé.
Thank you so much.
Ó máa yẹ gan tó jẹ́ ń fàyè lẹ̀.
No, it's all right. I think you can notice, the picture and then that number, ma, she gets. Then, yeah,
okay.
I will do my best to be in touch. Okay. Kenny, nice one, yeah. So, that's a good one there. Where my caller, people barely actually share their names these days. They just call in and say, then we just start talking. Before you'll be like, this is Mike calling. And sometimes you'll be like, I stage some of them because you'll be like, how did you know who is calling? Because I know my regular callers. And when I see new ones, I just let people flow. Hello there.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Mayega.
Good evening to you. How are you?
I'm fine, Mayega. Mayega, I just want to appreciate you.
Thank you.
On the things you're doing for our people.
Thanks, man.
May God bless you. Keep it up, yeah?
Amen. And I will. Thank you.
Mayega, I keep questioning myself sometimes. Does it mean that all these people now shouting obedience Atiku, Tinubu, following them behind? Does it mean they don't think that how does this thing going to work as a country, even if any of these three people win it?
Well, I wouldn't say they are not thinking. I think they are the visions. I can say visions now. Okay, visions are different, but they pretend that it is the same to fix Nigeria, but differently. Okay, when you put those who are following Tinubu or Atiku in any bracket, in any basket, right? You can find similarity in them. Okay, which is about whether they have been a product of the two for a long time, or they are the admirers of the two for a long time. However, when you look at the obedient, it's the conglomeration of those who believe they are the victims of the failure of the two. So you see, they all have visions, but the visions are different, but similar. The similar vision is that we will fix Nigeria so that the damages that these two have done, right, will be buried in the history of time. Now, all of these are yet to be seen. That is why some of those answers cannot be given directly and say, do they not? The right answer would be like, they do. Everybody has created their reality. The Tifnubus, the articulators, the obedient. In what I have studied, Obaba, they have created their reality and they believe in them. But guess what?
That is true.
That's not how we see them. Go on.
The three people contesting, they are all people with pre-colonial mentality and working for the colonial masters. And the people that is spearheading it is the another colonial masters.
Talking about colonial master, right? There's a picture that came to my head. It is a cartoon. Yeah, I'm going to share that, but continue, please. Continue talking.
The Fulanis are colonial masters on their own.
The new ones.
They have swallowed the Hausa people, swallowed some part of Yoruba. Sorry to
no, don't say sorry. No, it's just same way everywhere. It's called Nigeria Project, okay? We all have them. We have those who are working with them from every tribe in Nigeria. They are the same. But go on.
They have finished dividing the Eastern region to swallow them.
Because
before Cobra swallow, before it swallow, they have dispatched them. They don't have the power now to fight. To fight them. So the next night is to start swallowing them one by one. And so that is why the colonial masters prefer them to head their affairs, because they are on the same mission with different purpose. So far they want to gain Nigeria, let them gain Nigeria, but whatever be their share must be coming to them. And they are happy with
and they are getting their share. What do you expect?
And they are getting their share by advancing every day.
Anyway, you see, talking about master or no master, people are like, why are they always going to London for this validation thing or something? And I'm like, Baba, it be like say you don't understand that they are to pay allegiance and seek the validation of the people that are still helping them to keep Nigeria together despite all these differences and even all this obvious incompatibility. Sure you get. But then this brings this picture to me, right? Where everybody had to go. Oh, colonial masters, we come seeking for your validation. That's what came to my mind, though, when you said colonial master earlier. Baba? If you look at your screen, you will see the image I'm talking about. If you check your screen right now, you will see the image when everybody came to Chatham House. But only one person in Chatham House visit actually work for. Sure, you know.
They have the same mentality.
For validation.
None of them is different from each other. And these are the people, the youth are trusting them to come and save them. How? How can they think these people? But the only good thing is that they didn't know that the technology took them unaware. Because they didn't know that all this exposure and the enlightenment would be at people's disposal so cheap. And even people depending to get their news from all this their mainstream media, TVC and something. You believe me, we never know that Tinubu is sick.
The way they are portraying him, now. Yesterday, right?
Yes, you will never be all these things you're showing people. Nobody will know that Tinubu went there and he couldn't even talk.
They won't show that there. They will just show that the people, they will show the crowd. He's accepted. Everybody loved him. They won't show that they are destroying all of their posters after that. They won't show that they are shouting at his name is at their party, at their rally. None of those will be shown because that won't fit into the narrative. You know that. Social media is unfiltered. Nobody they screen us here. We don't get it all.
Social media took them unaware. Social media took them unaware. That is only where they're having headache now. Otherwise, all this thing is just the people wouldn't have been complaining. P2B would be totally silent.
It is well. Thank you very much. Make I take another call, Baba. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yeah.
Keep it up. Yeah?
I will. My regards. Thank you so much. That's a caller there from, I believe, France. However, one of my callers mentioned, and I think that's Idris, talking about the derailed train. Yes, you know what happened there? Some people stole the track. They stole the track between Kogi and Itakwe in Warri in Delta State. The track delayed from there to Warri. Some people stole the track, vandals, and the train and the Nigerian train. What is it called? Them Nigeria Railway Corporation. They have no monitoring device or monitoring mechanism or what have you on their track. I think that's the train yellow where they run on track. One can they run on ground. What do you think will happen? This is exactly what happened. It broke into four pieces. Four pieces. But thank God nobody died. That's what we heard.
See the factors are still there too. See the factors are still there too. See how God deliver us from these factors are still there this morning. From Ajekuta to Itakbe. See how the train cut into four parts. See it. God is faithful. The Almighty God save every soul. See.
Sir, I know you're in Kaduna, but we need protection here because we are in the protection. And we need if there's any way you can be rescued from here. We are inside the city. And
Where the face of the train turn back and jump to the other side, to the other push.
make everybody gather for one place. We go give solution what we do. Who they got to now? We not go to the got to.
So they were thanking God that saved the life of those in that train. So Mo will join them. Thank God, Abi. Osita, you're there.
My soul. One name.
I am the one named the number. So you are one name as well. How are you? It's been a while.
And at the same time, you are now transfigured into Ikemba.
That one huge, Joe. We would have to discuss it. Ikemba.
No, believe me, you are a ton of the flesh in this thing. Believe me, you are actually skinning them and smoking them alive.
No, I mean, all thanks to so many of you who actually have to be here every night to give me that moral boost that says, when I look at it and I'm like, oh, you know, I've got about 2-3 platforms where I'm streaming this, right? When I look at it and I see, 3,000 people from all platforms, well, that's good. I need to really, really be very sure of what I'm going to be saying. You motivate me some of the time, but you probably don't know. A lot of you watching. But yeah, thank you. If that sounds, I mean, if that has been like, you're impressive enough to say, well, you'll be an Ikemba, keep it up. So I will.
Yeah. My brother, I keep saying it, and that was what I was trying to say last time, but the line was really fun.
I know, it was really terrible, and I waited and waited that maybe you're going to try again, but it never happened. So let's use this this particular one so that we don't miss it. Go on.
We saw exactly what happened today. Is it in Bauchi that they went?
Yes.
And I can vividly tell that these northerners, they feel that they are always smart. And believe me, they are proving it that they are smart.
Nobody's going to tell me that we are a president, a country like Nigeria. A president will be coming to a place and you'll tell me the microphone, it's not working properly. That's to tell you it is just to make mockery of who or the person of Tinubu.
I mean, they said that the first thing they did to him is to convince him that there's nothing wrong in picking Muslim ticket. If he wants the North to trust him, he needs a Muslim ticket. And he went for it. Now they are running away from that Muslim ticket in northern Nigeria now. And they are now using Atiku as a balanced one that represents the interest of the North, at the same time the interest of the Muslim North, and at the same time the southern Nigeria Christians are also represented. So they are now using Atiku as a replacement after telling Tinubu to pick a Muslim as a running mate.
Yeah,
we go see now.
I can vividly convince you, if I had the opportunity that me and you would sit down, would analyze this and we'll talk about it. You say some things that respond. They are planning to rig in the favor of one person, and that is Atiku. Trust me. They've planned all these things.
So like maybe we are actually not even like focusing where we should. Yeah. We are focusing elsewhere, and the real surprise will actually come from them. And guess what somebody said? They were like, the shocker may come from them that to the point that the rigging for Atiku will happen so bad, I mean so well that people will just be like, you know what? It's even better than APC. Jaremo will just manage them like that. That they are cooking that on the ground.
I think what is going to do for us, what is going to happen for us is
tell us.
When they do this thing, and everybody, the way it is right now, if you're looking at it from the legal point of view, that everything is okay, everything is normalized, everything is legal, there's no way Atiku is going to win this election. So at the end of the day, when he comes out to win the election, probably that is when people will come out on the street to demand for an answer to the question.
How did this happen?
Yes. So the question will be asking since we've been asking that question for the past, since 1960.
That's right. So
we will now ask the question, how did it happen? So the way it is, I've never seen a place in the world where a sitting president cannot come out openly to campaign.
To use his own achievement for his own party candidate in a presidential campaign. Baba joking now. It's been a joke all along.
It's a joke all along. So there's a lot of things, because what this Buhari administration is trying to do, they look at who can actually protect the evil they have done in that office, in Aso Rock. They are looking for it.
And whoever is willing to do that will get their pass.
Yes, and they've not found somebody who could do that job. And that is the reason I asked you, why would they retain the Inspector General of Police? Why was he not retiring all the people who are in his service cabinet? In his the service chief. He is not doing that because all of them are involved and they need someone who can protect them. And that is I keep telling people. When in 1980, in the 80s, early 80s, before Shagari second
time in 83.
Yes.
The election, I think the election was 83 now. Was it not 83? A year before I was born.
Yes, 83, 82, 83.
82, 83 campaign. Okay, go on.
Yes.
Then 84, by December 84, 1st of January 1985, Boko Haram gang started their coup from December 31st, 1984.
But prior to that, we saw that the military, as at that time, headed by these Ragamuvians as well, they started shouting that the politicians are corrupt, the politicians are corrupt, the politicians are corrupt. That is the same thing we are seeing right now, whereby they are no longer telling us that millions are missing, billions are missing. This is the first time in the history of Nigeria that they are talking about trillions and missing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what they will do, they will come back. When the military strikes, and the Western world is shouting the way they shout, toothless bulldog, they don't help us. Let's be frank and candid.
They will see us go up in smoke anyway, and they will sell the weapons to us and tell us they are helping.
Yeah,
they're giving weapons to people. Yeah? Go on.
Yeah. And people like Femi Falana will now come out and start shouting, oh, they've killed democracy again, and they will just tell them that, oh, the military will say, oh, they said they killed democracy.
Yeah.
But look at this, they all wrote it. They are all criminals. They are all criminals. So
no, they will say that. No, they will say they didn't kill democracy. Politicians, right? They killed they destroyed democracy. But before they killed Nigeria, they came to rescue Nigeria. That's why they send all of them away. Is that not their line? Their usual line? They are coming to defend the integrity of Nigeria. Is that not what they usually say?
That is what they are going to tell us. At the end of the day, we'll just find out that
another madman is now in charge, and he will promise you election in a year.
The first thing we will hear is that Nigerian gun on TV. Right, the fellow Nigerians, and that is the way everybody will look at it.
Osita, there's something that people believe now, and we are yet to see that. We are yet to see the proof. Okay, there's something that people believe that if military should come to this divided Nigeria today, it better not be a Fulani man, because it's never going to be business as usual anymore. Don't you think so?
No, that is the reason I'm telling you. I am praying to God that is what is going to happen.
Now, whenever they are plotting or planning, when they plan any coup in Nigeria after Bokuwari, it better not be an Hausa man, a Northerner, or a Fulani man. Because people like us will let people know that, this is it now. This is the time. There's no going back anymore. Trust me. We will feed on that.
Yeah, because people will have the legal right to come out on the street and demand for the destruction of the evil that has been planted in Nigeria by Abubakar. That's 1999 Constitution. I pray that it goes this way, because there's always the way they think, and they think they are perfect. But everything is now shooting on their legs. They are shooting themselves.
And it's happening so fast as well.
So fast. If they tell them it will get to this point, they will not believe it. No. I am telling somebody, no matter how they see it, the nation Nigeria is in the route of being dismantled. If it is not dismantled, then a full-fledged conversation that will make everybody to be involved, even that woman that sells appa on the street is going to be involved.
Yes.
That is until that time we would know.
It's called the Great Reset, Osita. Great Reset in history happened when when a generation are now sort of so done and fed up with the system that they have been subjugated to, right? That Great Reset will happen that everything will have to start from all over. And that's exactly what Nigeria will get to at some point. People need to decide if they want to be part of this Nigeria or not. Not some group of people deciding for us. That has never brought any peace. It will never bring any peace. Peace is not just word. It is an act. You put action into it, and the people you want to give peace to, they must be involved in it, and they must want it. That's my own view about Nigeria. If none of this happens, right?
It's not only that it's an act. It's a seed that is planted.
Yes.
When you plant that seed, it will germinate. And it will produce that result. But if you don't plant that seed of that particular discourse, I'm telling you, it's not going to happen.
Exactly. Kicking the can down the road. Osita, managing our time, let me take another call.
Thank you very much.
It's been such a pleasure hearing from you. You have a good one. So I have another person on the line. A quick one. Hello there.
Hello, Omayegun.
Hello, Omayegun. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀?
Larry. How are you?
Kí ló happen? Ọ̀gá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀?
Bàbá ìgbà ló tún di disciple kìíní sà. Martin Luther King kọ́ ni mò ń wò yìí ni. You must have dream, bàbá. Kí ni dream yín?
Èmi ọmọ Malcolm X ló wá ń sọ. I have a dream pé gbogbo ẹ̀ o mọ̀ òyìnbó pọ̀tọ̀pọ̀tọ̀ ìṣìnà àwa títì báwo la ṣe máa ṣe o.
It's up to us. So
Pọ̀tọ̀pọ̀tọ̀ ń bẹ lójú títì wa ọmọ lọ́wọ́ yìí jẹ́ ọkọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí náà. Anyways, good job, keep it up. And Idris, sorry to hear of your sister's demise. Má bínú gẹ́gẹ́ bí gbogbo èèyàn ṣe ń gbàdúrà. Gbogbo tó ṣẹlẹ̀ ajẹmágbá àmì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni lágbára Elédùmarè bọ́yẹ̀ máa ń sọ Ọlọ́run á tù yín nínú. Bọ̀ nǹkan tèmi wá fẹ́ sọ nísìnyí pé Idris ó dà kó wà tún kùlù òyìnbó ẹ̀ ń pọ̀ jù ìgbà wo ló máa tó bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ń bínú nítorí pé n tó ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí sìn ó fa pé kéèyàn bínú. Kò ṣe pé ká sòyìnbó ọmọ tá a bá yẹ pa fẹ́ sòyìnbó a máa sọ o kò yẹ pé bí àmọ́ ń bú ẹ ò pàdé mi àbúrò mi but lọ́wọ́ yìí èmi ò bú pé tó bá ti di gbís ìwọ náà máa gbé wàá lọ kàn só 1 6x6 wàá máa gbé kiri bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o torí ó jẹ́ kó mọ bóyá lọ Nàìjíríà àwọn wèrè yìí ló jẹ́ kí ẹ̀kú o má lọ́ máa wò kí má lọ́ máa wà soft yìí o tó bá ti di gbís tí ó wá ṣe no home in the city kò sílé gbòòrò mọ́ ọmọ yá síta o lọ́wọ́ yìí má máa lọ máa wò pé àlàárì kìnnì kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan Jésù ọmọ Jésù ti fi yín sílẹ̀ tipẹ́ o tó ṣàgbọ́ tí bọ̀bọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ sọ ìwọ má dira o ikú pa ẹ̀ hàn
ìwọ má dira ikú pa ẹ̀ nìyẹn o pásítọ̀ fún ẹ ní
ikú pa ẹ̀ hàn nìyẹn o
pásítọ̀ fún ẹ náà náà etí lọ àti handkerchief òun lọ ọlọ́pàá ń lọ everything ìwọ má dira.
pásítọ̀ ó kó ọlọ́pàá ó ń ṣọ́ pásítọ̀ àwọn ọmọjọ stíkà ló ń ṣọ́ wa àṣẹ kò rí pé orí wa ti burú ìwọ má dira ìpápá ẹ̀rọ arìnrìn lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ àwọn báàbù tó ń jẹ kò jẹ́ gbèsè àgbẹ̀tọ̀ àbí kò gbẹ́rì tí kò gbé tí a fẹ́ joko tẹ̀rà gbẹ́rì tí bá yọ píù àwòyí àárín ọmọ yín pé wà nínú báàbù pé ìgbà tó fẹ́ mú Jésù kọjá ní àárín òun ọ̀gẹ̀rí Jésù kí ni Jésù lò àfẹ́ rí lólo ìwọ má dira ayé bàjẹ́. Pásítọ̀ ó kó ọlọ́pàá ń ṣọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni lọ́wọ́ yìí everything tí gbogbo kan bá ti propose Idris lọ gbé sísè àti kò kàn tó mọ́ o má ṣàánú everybody o èyí tó bá máa láǹdì lórí ojú ẹ̀ kó láì lójú ẹ̀ o lọ́wọ́ yìí ó sì máa di gbà sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo kọ́tẹ́ sọ yẹn òyìnbó yẹn kò bẹ́ẹ̀ mi lára mú o lọ́lọ́ mo ti àkọ́kọ́ rí ẹ náà orí ẹ wà ń bẹ̀ látọjọ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ọmọ ìyá mi kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ mo rí lólo mo tẹ ọkọ sàlùjẹ náà christian mo rí wọn náà.
Larry is on the phone and connecting with his people in the comment section on YouTube.
Yeah, lọ́wọ́ 2023 is a year of peace bros peace battle. Ó wá mú mi rántí orin tí bọ̀bọ̀ kan máa ń kọ́ ń gbà ẹ̀ tábà kọ our father who art in heaven ọmọ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn máa ń sọ our father ṣíṣà ò ní pẹ́ kú ṣíṣà yẹn máa ń nà bí wèrè pé èmi ò ní pẹ́ kú àbóló ìbùkù jẹ ṣíṣà yẹn máa ń nà bí ẹni máa bẹ́ẹ̀ kú ni pé ìgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa tó kú lọ́wọ́ yìí our father Nàìjíríà ò ní pẹ́ kú òun ni ká máa kọ báyìí o òun ni ká máa kọ báyìí o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni and one last one tí mo fẹ́ sọ òun ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu àwọn bíbí fẹ́ pa o ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo mo ti sọ nígbà yẹn o wọ́n lẹ́nu mi ń rùn mo sọ fún wọn wípé ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo ọjọ́ yẹn ni ọjọ́ yẹn mo kò jí ní spirit mi jẹ́ sọ fún mi pé kí n lọ wo program kan mo ṣàṣọ fún ẹ bó ṣe pa Abíọ́lá bit by bit mo jẹ padà wá sórí program lọ́jọ́ yẹn mo mọ̀ pé máyékó máa rántí tí wọ́n ní kọ́ lọ wò ó ní tí wọ́n ṣe fún Abíọ́lá ní pé they were doing everything and they didn't feel any remorse. Òun ni wọ́n ṣe fún Mazi kan lọ́wọ́ báyìí o ẹ jẹ́ ká pariwo kábẹ̀ sí àtàgé o kọ́ má pa ẹni ẹlẹ́ni o. Òun lè má jọmọ Yorùbá but I love it. I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let nothing happen to that wonderful man. He's fighting for his people.
And he's done nothing wrong. He's committed no crime.
He's done nothing wrong.
It's not even just us saying it.
No crime.
Larry, this is not just us saying it. Their court said nobody can try Nnamdi Kanu in any court in Nigeria until they return him back to Kenya. So your court said that. Why are you keeping him? Why do they want to kill him?
It's because they have their own agenda. They know what they're doing. and they feel like they're going to take him like they've been taking everybody, and this is going to be the one that they're going to
not going to be a pushover.
They're not going to even do it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to allow them to do the shit.
Oh,
for real.
They are never going to get away with it.
We're not going to allow them.
Left, and if
this time around,
bye. It's loose.
That's the best thing.
There is nothing wrong in saying we have lost. You get there's nothing wrong in saying no, we've lost. Every plan on him didn't work. Every permutation didn't work. 8 years of hunting Nnamdi Kanu, they failed. Can they just say, well, we failed, so let him go? They've got a few months.
Yeah.
Let him go and take care of his health.
2023 is a year of peace, peace back. Otito, Otami Oroni Otito. This back, this is my back, 6 by 6, consumer. I don't want peace. I want war. Don't worry. I will sign out.
Good one, nice one, eh? So that's a Larry, or Larry. But there's another call on the line. Hello there.
My general.
Alagba. Taiwo, sir. How are you? Well, and we are surviving now.
General, I don't want to be analyzing what I can call the abysmal low that we have found ourselves in Nigeria.
We are all
Nigeria.
Go on.
People will say Nigerian problem is religion. And Nigerian problem is at the pastors. Nigerian problem are the politicians. I want to tell the whole world today, it's not true. Nigerian problem is education. The comedy we played yesterday, Tony, the APC member said they will show the OB. I posted it on an academic platform.
That they will punish. They will teach him a lesson next month.
A professor countered me, said, "Taiwo, you have come again. You hate Tinubu." I didn't even mention Tinubu. I now asked him, "Where is my interest?" I posted. Let me tell you the truth. Another thing, I want to tell you, see, when you get to think they are professor, they are academic, they are learned, I'm telling you, our problem in Nigeria is education. We have a lot of informed school. I want you to law school. I see from this rally, you will see from this campaign, I keep asking myself, money. Even if I'm hungry, I will be thinking of the future. I will be thinking of how do I get out of this problem. Now, all these things they are doing, running after Atiku, and I want to tell you another thing. Even the woman, all of Tinubu, the revelation of the whistleblower, somebody that we have the clip now.
Sir, Atiku health-wise, he no dey okay too. Focus is just more on Tinubu because that his own is obvious. It's shaking, it's forgetful, and then all of that, right? Atiku self no well. Continue, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Now, people you are calling obedient. I'm still saying it. They not like my word, though. They are not informed. They don't have sense. They may not like, but I can speak to them. With the way they have spoiled Nigeria now, what will Obi do? What will Obi do? Even the Obi himself, Abga, when he became governor of Abga, he cannot build a sustainable system. You left Abga to PDP, and when he's even talking, you'll be mentioning figure. Say, what is all this? I just this man is just rolling out figure for people who are deeply uninformed. Mayego, let me leave up people.
Thank you very much, Mr. Taiwo. Let me take another one. Is that you, or you want to add something else?
Yes, Mayego. I want us to face our own solution.
Right.
Where we are. I want to tell you, Sherry, Then first of all say it in Yoruba. Kò sí bí Nàìjíríà lè gbà. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ Nàìjíríà mọ́. There is no angle, whether you go Obi side, whether you go Atiku side, whether the election holds or election does not, whether this election holds or not, Nigeria is no more because we never have a country, and there was a country called Nigeria.
There was a country. Mr. Taiwo.
And now the final thing is this education is true, and on the temple of truth. Let me tell us today. It's true, we are going to give food, we are going to give book. Our real work is education.
That's right.
Our real work. And it's not that law school by degree. For somebody to have senses, and your senses is interpreting your situation correctly.
That's right.
Because people are getting into deeper abyss, and they are not reasoning how to get out. They are moving on. But what you are doing cannot get you out of the habits. You can't get out of the pit. I want to law school, whether postgraduate, whether undergraduate. I want to go in the public sector. I want to go in the private sector. I want to get vice chancellor. I want to get private sector. And you even see it in this our struggle. And our agitation, our media, our agbalagbawa. You can't see, people are not directing things toward building a nation. That is why, finally, we in Temple of Truth, we in Yoruba Union, let us re-educate ourselves and let us know that our strongest arsenal to get out of this mess is education. And there is something I see. There is something I see on our platform. We are talking of camera, everything. I'm not saying people bringing forth what will be the content of our education to liberate our people.
That's right.
But because we must have content, we must say the same thing. Whether you are talking in Europe or you are talking in Oyo, you are talking in Odogbolu, please, my people, let us begin to bring ideas. Let's develop the content of the education we will give our people and liberate their mind. Education I'm talking about is not getting degree. It's not getting degree. It's not, I know how to read and write. Ability to bring your 5 C's and interpret your environment correctly for your life to improve. General, I salute you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Taiwo, for stopping by. I am going to go to another caller before we call it a night. My time is almost done, but here, hello.
Hello, Baba General.
Yes, sir.
Baba the Gio. God bless you for the good work.
7th and 8th.
Yeah.
How are you, sir?
God will bless you and your family.
Amen, and yours too.
And I want to contribute this. I don't know whether you are doing it before.
Okay.
But this tonight's program.
Yes, sir.
We have some callers and what they really mention. If you can sit down,
yes, sir,
and do review on them, you will do permutation and combination. You will subtract and add.
No.
Multiply,
like a shovel,
division,
reshovel back and forth, and then yeah.
That is eating vital information. That if you add, subtract, times, multiply, do some research to it, we can get a vital information from all the course. Yes. And we can forecast what will happen.
I mean, it's so
we
easy.
Can also forecast with all those calls.
Putting the pieces together. When you put this one, that one, from this one, that, you can easily, at least, even if you're not going to be 100% accurate, you can be very close. I agree.
Yes. And this is my own contribution.
Yes, sir.
Whether Obi, whether Akolu, whether Atiku, whether anybody. I don't care about any of them. I don't have interest in their politics. But this, what I want to say concerning Obi and his group.
Please.
In case, for the purpose of diary.
Yes, sir.
Obi, in his interview, he mentioned something, and a lot of us, we don't take note of how these politicians use their word. We just follow them, let me say, blindly because we want change.
I know.
When Obi in the town hall meeting that they are with you on channel,
right.
He talk about all these agitators that he will dialogue with them. When he say he will dialogue with them, he now mention a word. But all of us, we don't take note of the word. He said he will dialogue with them, but if they don't comply, then he will bring Cain out.
That's true. He said carrot and stick.
You can rewatch the program.
Shabi, I followed it. It's on this platform as well. He said carrot and stick, which means that we negotiate with them, but if they don't, want to be negotiated with, he said, well, then we'll deal with them. He said it, and I said it repeatedly as well.
That is the intention.
Yeah.
The first word is not what he means.
It is the second
The
one.
last word, that is the answer. That is what he wants to do.
Do you remember on this platform, I told people, I said, it's only those who are not smart, that will be deceived by the good talk of the politicians, simply because whether they are Christian or they are from your tribe or they are from here or there. I said, Nigeria is a project that is beyond all these clowns that are posting posters that they want to be president or they want to be this or that, right? There is something deeper that makes the real Nigeria that is not working, right, to continue, never to work. That Obi as a president in Nigeria, right? After the election, after he becomes the president, he has a singular job, and that singular job to prove that he's still the president is to make sure that anybody that says they should break up Nigeria must receive the same treatment, which is bullets and gun.
Yeah.
That a lot of people will be shocked. A lot of people will be shocked that because it is Nigeria, and the interest of Nigeria, I mean, the owners of Nigeria, you will be surprised that under the same Obi, they will mobilize the military and go after anybody asking for self-determination. Don't be surprised.
Exactly, sir.
It is Nigeria. I've told people here. That's why I said I don't want to have any stake
and
in
a lot of people don't take note of the word.
Well, I did say it.
The word used. That is on Obi. Let me leave Obi alone. Let me come to Agbado.
Right.
Agbado, my friend.
We call them the Agbadomites. One like a benye. Any other name would be abuse in Sheget. If you call them Lagos Sabobakus, crumb eaters or crumb eaters, I mean, sorry, ass lickers. But go on, sir.
So, Agbado,
Agbadomites,
Agbado, and OBJ. If Agbado become the president, OBJ know that Agbado is coming to deal with him.
Oh yeah.
That is the reason he's not supporting Agbado, not because of any other thing. You know that the spirit that him have, the spirit of unforgiveness, Agbado also have the same spirit. Agbado know they forgive people. Agbado know they forgive.
So Agbado like Obasanjo as well, which is Obasanjo. One is snake memory. Yeah, they have snake memory, which is long.
Yes.
They don't forget or forgive.
They don't forget, don't forgive. So OBJ know that if this man becomes the president, he is coming to deal with him. He can collect all this Obasanjo farm and all that things like that.
And
he can collect it from him
for himself, right?
Yes.
I won't be surprised.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes. That is what happened with Agbado. And Mr. Atiku, the game Mr. Atiku wants to do, like one of our callers said, is the only option that this present government have now to cover up their debtness. Yes, that's just it. So that's the reason I say if you can review, listen to all the calls, and put them together, you will arrive at something.
Of course. And thank you very much for pointing that out. Because even your own conversation as well will be revealed because there's so many sort of a valuable hidden information in them. You didn't say much. You didn't say everything. But guess what? We heard you loud and clear, including what you didn't say.
Thank you.
You should have a good one, sir. Good night. So I am going to take my last call. And this is my last caller, okay? But before my caller speak, hang on there, please, for 1 second, though. Can you, everyone who is still here with us, can you please take a moment and like this broadcast? I mean, I have to be reminding you, we were over 2,000 of us on YouTube, right? Over 400 of us on Facebook and other places as well. But guess what? It is like a battle of social distancing. You are social distancing from that your screen and your remote control. Come on, you could do better. So my last caller, ladies and gentlemen, hello there.
Yeah, hello, Maigo. How are you doing?
I am very well.
Fidelis
How are you?
Canada. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks very much. In fact, being the last caller, I need to thank you very much for granting me that
your patience as well. But make it count.
Very brief.
I mean, you don't have to say anything after you speak, and we just say good night, everybody. So go on, sir.
Yeah. So two things.
Yes, sir.
Two things. Like you keep, we are all looking at. I mean, we watch your presentations, and you shouldn't be begging people to like the program. You know. So this is exactly what we're talking about. You know, the reason why I'm even calling now is because I want to counter what Mr. Taiwo said about those Nigerians who are not educated and all. I think, with all due respect, it's really misinformed. You understand? If you travel around the world, you would see how Nigerians are performing, except it's not traveling. Yes, if you travel around the world, you see how Nigerians, in the whole of Africa, Nigerians are known to be well educated and well tutored. Forget about the fact that forget the fact that we have we have other problems that have to do with corruption and all that. But when it comes to academic excellence and performance and presentations and innovations,
and the records are there too. Yeah, I agree with you. The records are there. In the entire United States of America, Nigerians are the most educated immigrants in America. It's on record.
Yeah,
it's there.
There are many of them as lecturers. There are many of them as lecturers, professors who have read and all that. You know, so let's not use the state of Nigeria.
The education Mr. Taiwo was talking about is not the normal education. You know, he kept saying not the degree education, right? He was talking about the education that is sort of subconsciousness, that the awareness, self-awareness of the people who are educated. But when it comes to the politics and policies, right? When they don't have enough education, when it comes to how important the people ruling them, I think that's what he was saying. It wasn't like general education, okay? But I get where you're coming from. Go on.
Yes, let me take it on that. So, but you know one thing you should understand, even when we're in school, you understand, we have people who are in the engineering department, we have people who are in political science, we have people who are in other departments. Those who are in political science, we want to believe that they are the drivers. They are involved in politics.
I was the best political student, I was the best government student in my secondary school all through. I was the best. I would say that anywhere, right? Otogbolu Grammar School. And then, I was a very good political science student as well.
Yeah.
So I think.
So one thing that I want people to know, because we don't have enough time, one thing I want people to know is that we have to be diplomatic, you know? You cannot just say that let us storm the streets and then let everybody, and that is what the obedient people are doing. You understand? They have to. If a house needs to be renovated, you have to start from the foundation. If you want Peter Obi now to begin to exhibit and not to make it an inclusive government, it now becomes a problem to even get Yoruba nation later on in future. So we should tend to tolerate that. Peter Obi is being very diplomatic because that's exactly what counts.
You have to bring everybody to hug. Can I give you a sort of a hug from here? Something, I don't know if you're going to feel it. You know what you just said, right? Tolerance.
Yeah.
That, I said it too. I said, I may not kind of believe, and I gave my reasons. I may not believe in their political system, their election and all that. I've given my reasons several times, right? But just like everyone else, right? When people are doing something, even if you think they are not doing what you want them to do, but they are doing something, the ideal thing to do is to tolerate them and see if they are actually going to be the ones to unlock that chain.
Yeah.
We are all looking for who's going to unlock this unleash us. But they are doing something like the IPOB was doing, like the Yoruba Nation were doing. But if we can tolerate everybody's way of responding and their reaction to this risk system, it will go a long way. That's why I want to give you a hug. I want to give you a hug right there. Go on, Baba.
Thanks for the hug. As a matter of fact, 5 years ago, Nigerians are not as enlightened as they are now as regards to politics. We have always felt that people who are running politics will run it. Let those who are in the engineering department run their own. Those who are in civil building. Yes, but if we are finding out that one part of your hand is becoming cancerous and you need to deal with that cancer, that is what is making Nigerians start to become involved with politics. Yes, so what I want to beg all Nigerians to understand, both those in diaspora and all that, is that we should rally around Peter Obi. The reason why we're rallying around Peter Obi now is because Tinubu, for instance, is very fragile. And we know exactly the plan of what is coming. Everybody knows what the plan is, that he can't even last. 1 year, he'll be kicked out, and then this same cabal continues to rule. So let us calm down and rally around Peter Obi, just for good conscience. If somebody has been riding your investment for 8 years and has not been able to deliver, are you going to allow the person to still ride for another 4 years or 8 years again? It's just common sense. Common sense. You don't really need to even to be educated, because I have people who are trading business and they know 1 + 1 is 2. You understand? Right. So what I'm begging on Nigerians, rather than us throwing, towels here and there and condemning or coming up with suggestions of let us hit the streets. No, it's not good. We got to be diplomatic. Even if you're going to settle this in the world court, they would ask you that what diplomacy did you put in place? The guy is facing. Other time, his vice was almost shedding tears because of the heat that he's getting. If you and I have that money, then we should be doing what Peter Obi is doing. We shouldn't be talking about Nnamdi Kanu that is still in there, that nobody is talking about him. So I would wonder if people are spending their money, do they think that all this rally that is going on with the Labour Party, people are not pumping money behind? You see people just wake up from...
Of course, nobody will believe that they are not.
People are pumping money behind. Let's not discourage them. Let us hold hands and say, listen, we are tired of these miscreants. We want to take up our country and want to do it diplomacy. If at the long run we find out that there's a kind of garble play, then the world will now step in. They'll say, no, we've been watching and we kept quiet and we can see exactly what is going on. So with all due respect to everyone, please, let's just keep up the burning spirit, and then know that Nigerians are well educated. Nigerians are the best in the world. If you travel to any world, Mayogu, if you go to clubs,
right.
If you go to clubs, Nigerians are well respected. Apart from even that club, if you go to office place, there is no place you go that if you call yourself a Nigerian, you don't get intimidated. We are the most educated, we are the most traveled, we are the most innovative, even in Africa. So, with all due respect, even though we have a problem,
find us almost at every important field of human endeavor in this world. I agree with you.
Let Peter
Obi, what they told me to ask you.
I want to make.
Sorry, finish that. I'll say what I want to say. Go on.
Yeah. So what I want us to do is that let us give Peter Obi an opportunity to lay the foundation. Then we can now decide whether we want to run a confederation like the way US is doing, so that every state now have autonomy of what resources and whatever is accrued to them. You understand?
Yeah.
Very soon, crude oil will be gone. I hope we know.
Well, it's almost gone anyway. The value and all that.
It's gone. In Canada, we're talking of more of running on solar energies and the rest of them, and nobody's really talking about
climate change and stuff like that. No. I get.
Be very careful. Yes, so let us be very careful.
Right? My friend here, even though I believe yourself have been possibly a regular, I don't know if you are a regular on my Diary Political before now. One thing is that myself, I so much love the idea of inclusion, the idea of, of tolerance, okay? Which simply means that I, as a person, as the GO of this temple, I can tell you that I have more than 5 or 6 different groups of Nigerians who have chosen different pathway. How am I enduring and then managing everybody? By just sharing the right information that affects everybody. Yeah. So what you just did is making my friends to say, no, that caller is an obedient. Would they be wrong if they say that? Are you?
Yes, see, listen, come. When you say that caller is an obedient,
don't be that Nigerian, okay? I was expecting a yes or no answer so that I can just give you a thumb up and say, well, maybe they were right or wrong.
I voted for Tinubu. I voted for Tinubu, and I found that Tinubu could not deliver. Are you expecting me to remain in that? I would not remain. It's common sense.
And then Atiku is not an option. And if you have to have a say, it will be
Atiku has criminal records. He has a lot of issues. You know, everything is spelled out. I just want to follow a right-thinking man sense.
And
that is sticking to a person who has credibility. Yeah, who has credibility. I know that Peter Obi, listen, finally, I know Peter Obi cannot resolve a problem that we found ourselves that has taken more than 16 years or so. I know Peter Obi can't do it. And he's not coming to say he's a demigod. No, what he is saying is that we have trailed this path for 8 years. And we can't come, we're not seeing any good FX. What is the foreign exchange now? You know, so it's just common sense that, okay, let's try this on that side and see what comes out of it. Yes, it's just common sense. It's not really about partisanship or whether I belong to that party or not.
I agree with you, Baba. I do. Yeah. But I mean, thank you very much.
When Peter Obi has now taken that mantle and probably released Nnamdi Kanu and then call every other person to table, like he's saying, he will call everybody to table and let's discuss. If he finds out that some group of people are not just accepted, then he will call for confederation. Then the world, United States, America, and the rest country will say, okay, this is diplomacy and this is democracy and this is what these people are calling for. Now a president in Turkey. So that's just the way I think it's coming about.
See, it's fair enough, okay? I love the fact that on this platform, right, we understand how important it is to respect other people's views and all of that. And you did so well in that aspect, I have to say, right? And you have also kind of given us a different vista, sort of a different perspective. There are some people who are, maybe not everybody, but some people are going to really be appreciative of your contribution tonight. And I keep saying it, right? If people who are supporting Atiku, supporting Tinubu, if they are so bold enough to defend and speak for them like this in public, the number is open, it's public. You get what I mean? And instead of thinking that we are always like, you know, come in here and say if you are proud of them, if you have something that we are missing, come on, pick up the phone and call in. Now, you as an obedient, or should I say, somebody who actually have a soft spot for them. You didn't answer me.
No, I'm obedient. I'm obedient.
Oh, are you?
Yes,
see how you made it so hard for me. Now, you as an obedient, you have proven your case by, you know, speaking about your candidate and what you believe is your own best bet. If you have to take a shot at fixing Nigeria, so I respect that. I do, okay, and I hope you stay around as well to continue to.
Thank you,
to everybody else,
and thank you for your good work.
I mean,
thank you for your good work.
Thank you.
We're watching you here from Canada. Yeah,
you have a good one, sir. Okay, I'll let you go. Okay, and we can call it a night. Same goes to everybody as well on this platform. I appreciate everybody. Okay, I may not agree with a lot of people. I have my own way. A lot of you may not agree with what I want or what I believe in, but you know something, right? There's something you will never be able to deny. All of us arrive at this junction right now, whether you want to build, whether you want Yoruba nation or you want Biafra, or whatever you want that brought you to Mayegun's Diary political temple, right? There's only one source that created and caused that. The rigged establishment in Nigeria. As long as it exists, the old camp of those who don't want to have anything to do with Nigeria will continue to grow. Look at the obedient. They said they want to take a last shot. That's something that those, betters, when they say, I'm going to take the last bet, and Obi will be the last bet with checking to see if we can save Nigeria. Listen, we don't have much longer left for anybody to prove whatever they say they want to do, whether not Kolu, whether not Tifko, whether not Obio, whether you want them to have election, whether you don't want them to have election, whether you have a voter's card or you're participating or not, it doesn't really matter anymore. In another 5-6 weeks, this whole thing will be over. And it will be like a chapter of, I don't know, but it's something that you can actually look forward to. It's not going to be forever. It's going to be over before you know it. And at the same time, we can then be able to check what everybody said before that time. Don't forget, that's why you have the diary. Mayegun's Diary Politico that keeps the record of what they are saying and not saying every day until that day. I'm going to let you go. Just the same way I'm actually going to be living right now. Thank you so much. As much as I said, your time is so long gone. It's actually midnight in Nigeria right now, past 11 here in the UK. please, I don't know your time in America. I believe that is also something so close to evening. I'll let you go. But don't leave. If you haven't done that, please do. Don't leave without liking this broadcast. Just like it. Subscribe onto my channel. And you will never miss anything. It's always like this. Ask people. Good night from here.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Mayegun Diary politico.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bíjó ìgbádìyẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí Presido bá rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá tí ń gba rìbá.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Mayegun máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀, Mayegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o.
Mayegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣeré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́hún ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti dọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.